Greetings. My name is Elizabeth Haynes, and I serve as part of the Vision 2020 team. I'm extremely excited with the plans for our new worship center, increased gathering area, and streamlined, secure offices.
St. John's mission to engage and equip people to embrace Jesus Christ has never been more important to the critical issues and challenges facing today's society and our church. As one of the largest ELCA congregations, our work is not done. We need to live into God's call to spread the gospel to and through our current members, while preparing for those yet to come. Accomplishing this while dealing with aging infrastructure, limited gathering space, multiple worship centers, confusing and multiple entryways, and outdated offices and technology is a challenge we must address. Today, we have the opportunity to complete the master plan that was started more than a decade ago. The planned worship center expansion connects directly to the north of the existing sanctuary without altering its footprint and complements the current architecture. And it increases our visibility in the community with an enhanced presence on the corner of Emerson and Towanda. The new, larger worship center will provide a sacred atmosphere and reflect the ambiance of the current sanctuary. A sloping floor and expansive stage will provide better visibility and allow for the musical resources needed for various worship styles, with our beautiful organ at the front. Acoustic, technology, and lighting consultants have been a part of the design team to ensure impactful and quality worship experiences for all ages.
The gathering area will become the easily identifiable hub of our life at St. John's. Wayfinding will be simpler, and our existing property issues will be resolved in this construction project. The gathering area will provide the space to linger after service, intentionally connect with others, welcome guests, build relationships, and strengthen community through intimate conversation space, meeting areas, and coffee surface.
The project consolidates all staff offices into one area on the northwest corner. This will provide a secure, collaborative workspace, freeing up classroom space for learning opportunities. The new hallway improves the visibility and flow to the gathering and worship center for guests.
As we look at the architect's renderings of what our new worship center, gathering space, and offices might look like, questions pop up. What might we accomplish through these tools? As we've learned during COVID-19, our church campus is a tool in ministry. The church is people. Proof of that happens every Sunday when both traditional and Community of Joy services are broadcast on YouTube and Facebook. So how can we understand the impact of a construction project on the church? We can check in on the people most impacted by a recent construction project and see if it measures up to our expectations. The last major construction project gave birth to the junior and senior high rooms and updated Noah's Ark in the nursery. These enhancements to our campus were completed in 2008 and were immediately put to use.
Hi, my name is Tommy Lair. I'm a senior at Normal West High School and I've been part of the Senior High Youth Program for 3 years. Having a designated senior high room has allowed me to have a place where I can grow in my faith and have fellowship with my peers. Having a youth group has also allowed me to bounce ideas off of other people, grow in my faith, and have many fun memories.
Hi, my name is Kristen Watts. I've been a member of St. John since I was a baby, so 29 years now. I remember the old youth room essentially being like a storage room. So we had an old couch that had definitely seen better days, a lot of storage bins with craft supplies, nothing that necessarily screamed youth room. So when we were able to build the new youth wing, I think it definitely gave a more welcoming atmosphere to a lot of our youth that do come to church. We were able to accommodate more people. It felt like a safe and private space where kids could open up, as well as just be able to organize activities better and have more events that were successful because we had the space to do it.
It seems the investment we made in these areas have had tremendous impact on the lives of many young people. Young people become inspired to join mission trips, visit senior facilities, work at Midwest Food Bank, all to help others. This is our mission. Fast forward to now. How do we know this construction project will yield great results? We are doing what the people of St. John's have wanted for a long time. We will have one worship center and a massive gathering area to be used in so many ways. The offices will finally be secured and staff located together. The PLC will be used as it was intended all those years ago, a multifunctional space. The amount of time and energy it takes to set up the area for worship each week will be reallocated to other facility needs, and the facility staff will thank us for it. The vision that brought our church from Allen and Olive to Emerson and Towanda was ahead of its time, the very definition of visionary. We've got it within us to be like our predecessors and become what we need to continue God's work, our hands.
The total project cost is approximately $8.2 million, which includes the addition of the new worship center, expansion of the current North Exon entry, and complete remodel of the current sanctuary and office area. It also includes an allowance of approximately $500,000 for moving and revoicing our current organ in the new worship center, an allowance of $500,000 for audio-visual, lighting, and acoustic designs to ensure quality for all worship styles. But most importantly, it prepares us for the future.
My wife and I are longtime active members at St. John's, and now we are serving on the leadership team for Vision 2020. We take this leadership role very seriously and recognize its importance for the growth of God's church and for the proclamation of the good news. During these past several weeks, the leadership team has been contemplating how to proceed with our building plan during this pandemic. There are factors that pull us in different directions in this decision, but we have decided to proceed. I know there are many suffering from the effects of this pandemic, far worse than I am at the current moment, and my heart and prayers are with them. I also realize that there may never be another time with so few distractions for each of us to contemplate this important step in our church's history. So I think our Heavenly Father is inviting each of us to be in prayer to consider His will for St. John's. We will hold a congregational meeting in August to vote to proceed with the project as presented and to authorize financing. Due to the current COVID-related gathering limitations, we will be offering a couple different ways to participate in this important vote.
After a positive congregational vote, financing of approximately $2 million will be secured to begin the exterior shell of the new worship center, so that we can take advantage of good weather during the fall construction season. Later this fall, we will hold a capital campaign asking the entire congregation for a financial commitment that will allow us to determine the amount of additional financing needed for the interior finishes and remodeling of the current sanctuary and offices after the first of the year. We anticipate completion of the project no later than spring 2022. The timing of this project may seem like a stretch to many, but God has called St. John's to step out in faith many times before, and each time He has been faithful to guide us and provide for us. With historically low interest rates and a growing, active, and involved congregation, now is the time for St. John's to heed His call and vote yes to begin building. And it is the time for each of us individually to pray about how we might be called during the capital campaign to take a step of faith and stretch our financial giving to help complete this important project for the future generations who will call St. John's home. If 350 to 400 individuals or families consider a 4-year commitment that is truly significant for them, it will be transformational for St. John's. Throughout this project, we want you to stay updated, informed, and ask questions. Email your questions to vision2020@stjohnsbloomington.org. Questions will be collected weekly and shared with the building or campaign committees. Stay updated by visiting the church website and clicking on the Vision 2020 tab. There you will find project drawings and answers to frequently asked questions. Regular updates will also be shared on the St. John's Facebook page and through the St. John's Weekly News.
Where would we be today if not for the brave souls that decided more than 60 years ago to move the church to its current location? And so, with the encouragement from the memories of so many who have faithfully served us over the years, with the knowledge that the good people of our church have always stepped forward boldly in faith and with trust that God's will be done, I believe that it's not only prudent, but it can be inspirational to proceed with Vision 2020 at this time.
You are invited to be today's spiritual leader and visionary, to step forward in faith and vote yes to proceed with Vision 2020.